Well, friends, what's up? Just arriving, from the Grand Canyon, basically. It's very, very cold. I have some videos I think I'm gonna post on the channel itself, but I noticed that they had something up of Dalen and Anton, which was quite interesting. I mean, I like when they put in the characters of everything else in itself. Now, let's see if them, do anything different with Dalen or is the same thing. Let's.
What's going on, man? You called me all the way over and told me to hurry up. What's up?
And bro, I don't know what to do, man.
What you mean?
Bro, I am tripping.
All right, look, calm down. Talk to me. What's going on?
Bro, I'm about to be a father, Anthony.
Okay, we already talked about this. You and Keisha, yeah.
All right, so hold on. I'm not quite certain why Dalen looks this worried. In excess of the word about a kid you just know about. Like, dude, ain't nothing you can really do about a child you just knew about. Like, you can't really stress yourself out over something about that. But okay, I guess he's a worry ward or something.
Oh, no, not Keisha. Deja, my ex from 16 years ago, man. She just popped back up in my life and she told me I have a son. His name's Daniel.
Okay.
So why the melodramatic action? Okay, I understand you should be concerned if there's a kid that you don't know about, but it's a little bit melodramatic, don't you think? I mean, you don't know about the kid at all. No one told you, so you can't get upset because nobody at all tell you. So to make it look like you've lost the world, because that's kind of how Dylan playing. I don't know. All right.
And I don't even know how this is possible.
And she never told you this?
I haven't talked to this girl in over 16 years, man. She walked out of my life. Bro, I thought she found someone else. Who knew she was pregnant?
All right. First of all, calm down.
What you mean, calm down, Anthony? I just found out I have a 16-year-old son.
I know, but you being irrational and wilding out is not going to help the situation, all right?
That makes sense. That's a very, very good, what you call now. That's a good comment to give Dylan at this point in time. Are we seeing a very mature Anthony? Let's see.
Okay, you have a 16-year-old son. First of all, you didn't know. All right? You didn't know. So don't beat yourself up about that. She kept that from you. You didn't know. And now, what does she expect you to do? Just come in and be his father or what?
Man, she say he having some issues at home, some behavioral issues, and been stealing and gambling, and she just wants for him to have a father figure.
Okay, so hold on. Okay. So Anthony just got your whole gamut with Shayla, right? This is what I talk about writers. I mean, writers, this is a sequence of arguments where it becomes very illogical. So remember, Anthony has just gone through a sequence with Shayla, and the first thing he did was a whole idea of a DNA test. Are you saying Anthony has not learned anything from the DNA testing? Remember, it's a woman from out of 16 years ago. You don't know what happened 16 years ago. Now, Marky, I'm not saying it's not his kid. That's not what I'm arguing. But I'm just saying, why couldn't he just do like a DNA test? How come that not come up as like a thing as it? Or am I jumping the gun?
So she waited 16 years for her to know that he needed a father figure? That's messed up.
I know it doesn't make sense, but what am I supposed to do?
All right, look.
Get a DNA test. That's the first thing you want to do, sir. The first thing you want to do is get a DNA test. In other words, to see exactly if it's legit. To see if it's your kid before you start taking our responsibilities. Again, here we go again. It's like two men discussing things, and it's almost like there's no way of them discussing it inside, in a light that makes sense. You follow me? It doesn't make no sense.
I know this is going to sound weird, but you need some spiritual guidance with this.
Some spiritual guidance?
No, seriously. Like, even given through everything that I've been through.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I think you need to talk to Pastor Chris. Just to get some clarity, man, because you can't use what I would do in this situation, to get somebody, that can give you some spiritual guidance.
Well, that's fair. I mean, giving him the whole idea of the spirituality and, him being, getting some guidance from Pastor Chris is concerned is good. That's a good, suggestion, an idea for Dalen to go off of. My question is, how come it is they have not brought up getting a DNA test? Remember, it's a kid from 16 years ago. You don't know what happened 16 years ago. You weren't there. It's not like you know the moment. You don't know if you did come good, if you did let it go into the belly. You don't know any of those things. So it is kind of weird for you just to be taking this on with no, you know what I mean, no precursor, like nothing in between that.
Nah, man, you're probably right.
Come on, man. Look, don't beat yourself up. Like I said, you didn't know. You didn't abandon your kid. She took him out of your life.
And that's the point that I'm making. So if you had a kid with someone and they took the kid and you don't know you have a child, then how your reaction is like this. The reaction just no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's Dalen playing this way, where him play like extremely melodramatic and naive and all that kind of thing. I don't know why him play it like that all the time, but I guess that's why I'm playing it. I like where Anthony's going with the whole idea of getting what you call now, Pastor Chris involved, I guess. Need some spiritual guidance. I don't know. But I want to think the first guidance in me is a DNA guidance, basically. I would be hoping he'd have done like a little DNA guidance, but apparently that's not going to work. Well, give me a take. Did you like Anthony's suggestion? Do he just need spiritual guidance, or is the first thing Dalen needs is a DNA test? Give me a take. I'm gonna talk to you all soon.